Hi girls, it's Diana and I'm here with my mom. This is my mom, Rosa. Say hi to my girls.
Hello.
We're going to do the mom tag, and here we go. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to answer as honestly as possible.
Okay.
And I haven't told her any of the questions, so she doesn't know any of the questions. So question number 1, what was I like as a child?
Well, you're always very curious.
You might have to talk about it.
Oh, you were always very curious. You were a consistent multitasker. You were always happy. And very challenging.
Okay.
Strong-willed.
Strong-willed. Hasn't changed. Number 2, what do you think of me making YouTube videos?
I think that's cool. I think it's neat.
Good support.
I like it.
From
Yeah, great. I love that part.
Yeah. What's something funny I did when I was younger?
Well, I think the craziest story of, probably not going to make her very proud.
That's all right. I share everything with them.
She was about, I'm going to say 1.5. I'm guesstimating on the age. And like I said, she was always very strong-willed. And her grandparents happened to be visiting. And this was about the time she was ready to have the diaper, be done with the diaper. So her grandpa was over visiting, and he happened to be a real busy guy, so he was just wanting to visit with the kids shortly and then be doing something else. So then Diana went up to him and had given him her finger like that, and he's always so loving, so he just basically got her finger and kissed it like that and kind of like licked it, put it in his mouth, and then he realized that she had stuck her finger in her diaper to show somebody she had pooped. And so basically the whole family found out what she did when he went around the house going, I got shit in my mouth, I got shit in my mouth. And nobody could stop laughing for hours. We would be like sitting at the table playing cards, and then everybody was busting out. Yeah.
That's like the family joke now.
That is the family joke.
That's funny. So question number 4 says, have you learned anything about makeup or beauty from me? It doesn't apply because I don't do makeup or beauty videos, and as you can tell, we're both au naturel. We don't need any makeup to make ourselves beautiful.
We're very simple.
Very simple. What's a weird habit of mine? Question number 5. What is a weird habit of mine?
Well, I don't know if it's weird, but I mean, you've always, since you were a baby, you had to be watching TV, doing homework, listening to the radio while you were coloring or doing some kind of unusual craft.
To this day, I'm still the same.
Yeah.
I have to be, when I'm sewing or quilting, I have to be watching TV,
Yeah.
listening to the radio, quilting, and doing something else. My body, my brain
Like
is,
maybe recording at the same time, you know,
Right.
while she's got all these other
Right.
things going on.
Watching YouTube videos, watching a movie, same thing.
While she's quilting, underwater basket weaving or something.
If you had to rename me, what would you rename me? If you had to rename your daughter, what would you name her? That's the question. If you had to rename your daughter, what would you name her?
Well, I think your name really came from a joy and a passion that I had for Diana Ross, and I really wanted a name that wasn't like overused. I thought that, you know, Lady Princess Diana was a beautiful lady, and that year she happened to be getting married when you were born.
You said it was a year of the Dianas.
Yeah, to me it was the year of Diana's. So never really gave it much thought.
But if you had to rename me, what would you otherwise name me?
I would probably need a few more minutes to think about that. Maybe you can ask me, and then I can be thinking about that at the same time.
Okay. When we go out to eat, what do I order? This is a given.
Well, it's fettuccine Alfredo.
From Olive Garden.
from Olive Garden. That's been like back since she was about 8.
Olive Garden is our place.
Yeah, and we
That's
once
where
went.
go.
Do you remember the Velvet Turtle?
The Velvet Turtle?
Yeah, and
I ordered fettuccine
Alfredo right there. Yeah,
That's probably where
she's
I got
a
it from.
very refined.
Very refined. What is one thing you wish I would do?
Well, we're working on this, and I've tried not to really put you in that box, but I wish you'd hurry up and get down here.
Yes. Amen. We'll be coming soon.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that month of June.
She wants me to move closer. I live in Florida and she lives in Arizona. So, work in progress, I should say. My heart is here. My body is in Florida. My heart is here with my mom, my sister, and my nieces, and my stepdad. What is something I do that annoys you?
I actually really can't think of anything that you do that really annoys me.
Is it annoying when me and Sandy make fun of you?
Well, that's a given. You guys love to do that.
$6?
Well, we do that to each other, though. That's kind of how we get
That's
along.
kind of how it is,
Yeah. So I'll think about that.
Okay. Number 10, what's something I obsess over?
It's something you obsess over? Well, I think you obsess over, you want the family closely together. So to me, like that, I think is like a dream you have. You really want everybody to be together. To me, that you do obsess over that.
I think I agree with that. I agree with that. Would you think that having a baby and Chi-Chi seeing is being obsessive, or do you think? What do you think about that?
I don't think.
Thank you.
To me, if you were obsessing over that, then that means that every single waking moment you would be thinking about that, and you would do every single thing in your power to do that. And so far, I don't think I've seen you obsess over that. I mean, you're working on it, you want it to happen, but I don't think that you have gotten to the point of obsession with that. I mean, I know that that is something you want to do. I know that that's something you're working on, but I don't...
You don't see that as an obsession?
I don't see that as an obsession, no.
Okay. Where would you like to see me in 10 years?
Well, I'd like to see you right here with us. I'd like to see you happy. I'd like to see you doing something that you enjoy doing. If that is being a mommy to your kids, that would be a mommy to your kids. Or if it's being a great wife, and a great sister. I mean, as long as you're happy and as long as you are content and that's what fulfills you, that's where I want to see you.
Okay. When were you most proud of me?
I was most proud of you when you joined the Navy, because you said that you wanted to do that, you went after it, and even though you got married, you still focused on it. You really shined. And I think that you were really proud of yourself, and I think that that was
It's an accomplishment.
A moment of an accomplishment for you, and I think you really wanted that.
Yeah, I did. This is going to be an interesting question because I think there's a couple things that I would beg to think, but I'm curious to know this answer. So what is the worst thing I've ever done? It's a good one, right?
Well, the worst thing you ever did was when you spent the night without my permission and basically lied. And that to me was like the worst thing you could have ever done.
It was with my husband.
Yeah.
Not that that makes it any better, because it doesn't.
Yeah.
But basically she caught me spending the night with him. The other time I would think of would be when you found the letter that I wrote to Sandy. Talking about the guy and we were rolling around and kissing and whispering.
Yeah, but that was
Which was not my husband.
Yeah.
But we were just kissing.
Yeah, that really wasn't.
Not
I mean,
the worst.
it was bad at the moment, but I mean,
Not the worst.
that's not no. I think it just kind of was upsetting that that Gabe's mom didn't understand how important it was to us,
Yeah.
and she didn't know what I think was the truth about how we feel
How it
about
all went down. Yeah.
child raising. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no big deal. I mean, it's all water under the bridge. Live and learn.
What's your favorite moment of us together? We've got like 3 more questions left.
Okay, what's a favorite moment of us together? Yeah, I don't know that I have an exact favorite moment that stands out in my mind. I just know that we enjoy each other's company, and I'm just really proud of you. I think, I love how you've developed into a beautiful woman. I love how you're a great sister and how you're just a great person. Mm, I can't think of a particular moment right now that you and I like had. Not right this minute.
Hmm. It wasn't we were when we were living in Garden Grove and we were in the car together, and then that song came on, and we were We've had many moments like that. That was a perfect.
That was
That was a perfect moment. There was a song that came on, and the way we were driving in the road, and
the car was kind of turning. We were both in the same car.
and then we looked at each other and we started cracking up.
Because we both knew that the car was like turning, the music was going, and it was kind of funny.
Oh, what did I do? I messed up your phone.
That was kind
There
of
it
cute,
is.
though. That was cute, but
Yeah, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
a favorite, but it was funny.
yeah.
We enjoy each other's company. We have many moments. That
We
are,
do.
that are fun.
We do.
How was I in school?
You loved school, so you really never had a problem.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, you liked school, so I think you were a really good student. I don't think you had any problems with school.
Yeah. What would you change if you could raise me again?
What would I change? The only thing that I would change is I would probably make it a little more strict for school. Making sure that maybe you knew how important college was. And then the other thing I would change would be that I would have given you a much more stronger foundation of a good belief in God. And that's what I would have changed.
I think I have a pretty good belief, though. I have a pretty good understanding of faith and, believing in Him and trusting in Him. I may not go to church,
Yeah.
that often,
Yeah.
but it doesn't stop me from praying, and it
Yeah.
doesn't stop me from believing that, there is
Yeah.
a higher power.
Yeah.
I have my own relationship with Him.
Yeah.
I still
Well,
do.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Partly that I think was my fault because I didn't want to cage you guys or box you into one certain thing just based on the information I had at the time, because
Yeah.
quite frankly I don't think that I felt that I had anything solid to give you guys, so I didn't want to put you into something that I wasn't 100% sure of.
Yeah. And last question, describe my perfect type of guy.
I think the perfect type of guy for you would be a guy that you guys both enjoy doing the same activities together, and you can share an intellectual conversation with them. They're not stubborn. They're not hard-headed. They don't give you your way because you're not the kind of gal that has to have the way, because if you want it, you'll manage it one way or another. But someone that enjoys doing activities that you enjoy, but that can provide the stimulation that you need, with the brain stimulation. As far as looks, I mean, I can't tell you what I think you like in men, but the perfect guy for you would be someone that is manly yet sensitive.
Shake it out, shake it out. No, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out.
She just ate it.
She did.
My niece is right there. It's a hard knock life. She didn't cry though. She did pretty good.
She did it.
All right. Well, that does it. That does it for the mom tag. Thank you, Mom, for doing this tag with me.
Sure, and it was a pleasure.
And I'm going to do
really
the niece
enjoyed it.
tag with my nieces, and I'm going to
Look
do
at her hair.
I'm going to do the niece tag with my nieces and my sister tag also. So you'll be seeing those up for me. Take care, girls. We'll see ya.
And scene.